Okay, after the terrifying shit that we've seen, let's go to some ridiculous shit. In the funny way, of course. Cartefia pregnancy theory analysis in Wuwa. First of all, what? Okay. Okay, this is interesting now. And it's also a short one, so let's watch it. This is definitely something we need after this insane FNAF shit. Let's go.
If Cartefia gets pregnant, will Fleur-de-Lis appear as pregnant too? Before we start, we need to understand that Fleur-de-Lis is considered the original Resonator, her true identity. Cartefia is like a fragment of that same essence, a part of her that was split off and went to live on its own, away from corruption. In gameplay, you can actually see this dynamic play out. Cartefia can transform to Fleur-de-Lis for a limited time, entering what is called a manifest state. Over time, the two start to blend together memory, essence, identity until the separation becomes more symbolic than real. Most of the community agree they're not two completely separate people. Fleur-de-Lis is basically the divine or powered up form of Cartefia, the same soul, just manifesting differently. So simplified, Cartefia is the core self, the living, emotional, and grounded side. Fleur-de-Lis is the divine self, her empowered, almost idealized form. They share the same memory and essence. What happens to one in some ways affect the other. Now back to the original question.
Oh my god. Who made it? Who the hell made this picture? This fucking meme. Brilliant.
If Cartefia gets pregnant, will Fleur-de-Lis appear as pregnant too? Lore-wise, they share the same soul and body, so the answer would be yes. In essence, Fleur-de-Lis would share the same state of appearing pregnant. But when she transforms, Fleur-de-Lis' form might override physical changes like that since it follows a fixed or idealized template. So, spiritually or metaphysically, both forms will experience the same reality, but visually, Fleur-de-Lis might look unchanged. Well, what do you think? Do you agree?
Like, if you think about it, that would make sense. Or maybe, Fleur-de-Lis baby will be like bigger. What if you make her pregnant in her divine form? Will Carti become super pregnant in her regular form? Fucking hell, man. What would happen if Carti gets pregnant and Fleur-de would deliver? A divine baby! A super divine baby! And also, I know it's not his only outlandish video. There's also... those two. Okay, let's see how much unhinged Wuwa videos are here. Okay, the Lupa video. Is Lupa the sweatiest character in Wuwa? A detailed analysis. Like, okay, let's see.
Does Lupa the sweatiest feet in...
Oh my god, Opera.
Does Lupa the sweatiest feet in Wuthering Waves when all she does is fight while wearing those latex boots? If so, would there be enough sweat to fill a cup at the end of the day when she comes back home? We know that at rest, the combined total amount of sweat of your feet, leg, and thigh amount to around 200 milliliters for an average person in a single day. However, Lupa is not an average person. She's someone who is very active and often goes on dangerous hunts and gladiatorial combat. This means that the energy and heat being generated would mean that her sweat generation is much faster than most people. On average, an active person would generate around 2 to 5 times the amount of sweat.
I saw Controller's milk video. We will get there, okay? We will get there. Don't worry about it.
Considering Lupa's activities, she is likely on the higher end of that scale. This is because the body generates sweat in order to cool itself down through a process called thermal regulation. The body will activate sweat glands to release a salty fluid that will evaporate from your skin, taking the heat with it and lowering your body temperature. The problem is that Lupa wears tight latex thigh-high boots with minimal ventilation. This would increase her sweat generation as it won't be able to evaporate the heat away. So we're gonna say that we need to add a multiplier of 1.5 to take this variation into account. Lastly,
God.
we know that Septimon is a place with a hot climate and heavily inspired by Greece. Based on what we know, the temperature in Greece can reach over 30 degrees during the summer. This
Welcome to the fucking to the desert region.
will increase the sweat generations by an upwards of 150%. If we do our calculations, this will give us a total sweat generated by Lupa at over 2 liters by the time that she comes home.
My God.
In conclusion, Lupa will sweat more than a 2-liter bottle of Coke in a single day, assuming it's the summer and she was out fighting most of the day. So, would you drink Lupa's broth when she comes back home? Well, what do you think? Do you
Hell
agree?
no. Hell the fuck no. Imagine smelling her boots after she comes back after an entire day in the arena. You didn't. Duck, you... Do not turn into the YouTube equivalent of Shadow, please. My God, Duck. You're into that shit too? God fucking damn it. But my God, is this man? This man is unhinged, like seriously. Okay, next one. Can you drink Cantarella's milk in Wuwa? Excuse me, what now?
Can you drink Cantarella's milk from a calcium cannon which she purposely ingests poison to build up her resistance?
Wait,
From a
what?
calcium cannon. Can you drink Cantarella's milk from a calcium cannon which she purposely ingests poison to build up her resistance?
What?
First of all, we need to know what type of poison she was consuming. The name Cantarella can actually give us a clue because Cantarella is actually a type of poison used to build up her resistance.
Hold the fuck up.
First of all, we need to know what type of poison she was consuming.
Hold the fuck
the
up.
name Cantarella can actually give
Not this fucking pose. Oh goodness. I was just saying something that came to my mind. Calcium cannon. LOL.
us a clue because Cantarella is actually a type of poison used during the Renaissance. It was described as a white powder with a pleasant taste and was sprinkled on food or wine. It was the
what?
perfect tool for political assassination, swift and deadly with no antidote.
So you mean it was fentanyl? Okay.
This is very similar to the method that Cantarella used in-game. However, the recipe to make this poison was lost over time, but many believe it is a form of arsenic. Now,
What?
whether or not her milk is safe to drink depends on the amount that she has consumed. According to the World Health Organization, any consumption over 100 mg is considered to be lethal. At that amount,
nice.
you will have a 50%
See, it has a pleasant taste. A death by euphoria. Goodness gracious.
rate to get reincarnated. So we're gonna assume that she has consumed around 100 milligrams. With this information, we can estimate the amount of milk an average adult can drink before the effects becomes dangerous. Anything under 100 milliliters, or a third of a can of Coke, is considered relatively safe. At worst, you might get some mild stomach cramps. Anything more than that, and the consequences will get more severe, so it would be wise to stay under that limit. We also know that arsenic has a half-life of around 10 hours. This means that every 10 hours, the amount in your body is reduced by half. When we do our calculations by applying the half-life formula, by the end of the second day, only around 3.6% of the original amount remains in your body. By the end of the third day, the amount drops to 0.68%, almost negligible. So in
I will 100% drink that. I will die drunk on her milk. Good luck with that.
conclusion, we should limit the initial intake of Cantarella's milk to less than 100 milliliters. It is also a good idea to have a 2 to 3 day grace period in between to make sure any lingering amounts are flushed out of the body. So, would you still risk it and drink her milk or turn down the offer and play it safe? Well, what do you think?
Give me a second.
Do you agree?
I'm about to sniff. No, I'm not. Why the hell do I need to drink Cantarella's milk when I can get fleur de lis in her ultimate divine form and just milk her out. Like, there's already a Reddit thread about Flordy's milk capacity. So, why would I bother? Okay, and his last Wuwa video. My apology to the Wolverine Waves and Zenless community for failing No Nut November. Of course.
I just failed No Nut November. This
Really?
was my first attempt, and I blew it. I just want to start off by saying I'm sorry. To my fans, to my supporters, I have
Divine milk is better than toxic milk. Yes, sir.
let you all down. In fact, I've disappointed the entire Wuthering Waves and Zenless community with my actions. I told everyone that I will make it to December. I even made a post saying how I was gonna stay strong for the team. But I swear,
yeah.
I just saw one image, and that's all it took. It was an image of female Rover and Belle making out. Meanwhile, male Rover and Wise was railing them from behind. Before I knew it, it was over. I didn't even realize until it was too late. Look, I'm gonna take full responsibility for this. This wasn't the algorithm's fault. This wasn't anyone else's fault. I only had myself to blame. I'm not worthy, and I wasn't strong enough. But was it worth it? Hell yeah! Are you kidding me? Getting a sandwich between female Rover and Belle? Sign me the hell up. I mean, they always say that you only live once, and you know what? That is such a relief, because I cannot do this a second time.
Oh, this
Life
meme.
is
I wonder how Buddhist milk tasted like. Will taste like. I have no idea, to be honest.
short, but not short enough. For those soldiers still out there, stay strong. I may have fallen, but
Or Phoenix milk for that matter. Oh god.
you still carry the hopes and dreams of the community. Get back out there and start grinding. Peace out.
October 38th! This is my final message. Jiangxin's milk. Yeah, I figured. United we stand, divided we fall. Fucking brilliant. Buddhist milk is Jiangxin's milk. Yeah, I figured. I figured. Oh my god. Alright, this is next level ridiculous. If you like this video and want to see more of it, please subscribe to the channel. It will give me a lot of emotional support. And if you can, please visit my streams every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Maybe even Saturday. Depending on my mood. I am trying to hit affiliate on Twitch and I need only 3 average active viewers on stream. Please do me a present for Christmas. Please.